So we're here tonight at the Grosvenor Silver Cities event to talk about the aging population and the opportunities in the real estate industry to help meet their needs as we think about what is happening in the housing industry.
It gives us a really great opportunity to bring together the stakeholders in the communities in which we engage, using the opportunity while we're all together to raise an issue that's maybe of larger importance and impact than we would normally experience in our day-to-day activities.
For the first time in history, the elderly will be the largest age group by 2045.
The aging population is the fastest growing demographic in the United States population, and their housing needs, we think, are dramatically changing.
Unlike many of the other trends that we think about in financial markets, aging is something that we know is going to happen with 100% certainty.
We're seeing it not only in DC, but we're seeing it in major metros across the United States and indeed globally.
We began research into population aging here at Grosvenor around 3 years ago. And we have a sort of enormous mass of people entering their retirement years with the baby boomer generation. We think it's absolutely key to understand who are these people, what are their preferences, and how are they going to affect global real estate markets going forward.
While clearly other groups matter, and we hear a lot about the millennials, it is the baby boomers who are retiring now who have changed consumption every phase of their life from the 60s onwards. They are the world's highest consuming consumers, about 40,000 per person. So we are talking about over $4 trillion of new consumption coming from this older age group. They will certainly change the retirement in a way that is unusual, and they will have the money to actually make a difference for everyone else.
90% of seniors want to age in place. So you think about, well, how do I make the home that they are in more accessible using technology? How do I make the multifamily developments usable?
We need everyone here, developers, the public sector, community advocates. These are things that don't happen overnight, so we need them to happen now, or at least to start planning for them to happen now.
This was a wonderful opportunity to bring a lot of the thought leaders in Washington, D.C. together to talk about a very intriguing subject that we typically don't really touch on.
I hope we'll leave the audience with some food for thought on what the aging might mean specifically for the cities, for the businesses, for the kinds of projects they are working on, so that they can start perhaps looking at the picture in a slightly different way than they did before they came here tonight.
One of the people that inspired my thoughts as I came into this conversation is actually my father. He owns and operates about 200 affordable multifamily units in Baltimore and in North Carolina, specifically targeting seniors. And as a developer, he's more than happy to find the right balance of affordability and development returns in that process.
The future actually looks very good. When you look across the cities in the US, DC is actually in a quite fortunate situation because its demographic shift is not going to come as fast as it does for some of the other cities.
So we're in a position now where investors, real estate developers have to pay attention to this demographic and their unique wants.
So this is really a critical topic, even though it's happening slowly, but for all of the real estate players to start thinking about. It will change their business.